Hey, my preciouses. Kooky Kelly here. Okay. I'm going to see my honey bunny today. Yesterday, they woke him up a little bit, enough that he was very agitated because he had to breathe and tube in and all that stuff on his body. Needles here, needles there, stuff here, stuff there. He is still very swollen. Um, but his kidneys are working good. He pees all the time, which is really great because that's helping get some of that fluid out of his body. They got better control over his blood pressure because it was getting really high when they wake him up, so they have to put him back under. Wake him up, put him back under. So today I'm going up there with Kimmy to see him, and I'm going to ask her that I need to talk to the doctor that they got stuff faxed over, and I need that stuff for him. So anyway, I figured I'd do my makeup and just feel better about what's going on because Mona is sitting back here staring at me with her muddy digging ass. Look at her mouth. Look at her paws, y'all. Mona, where you going? Hey, where you going? You don't want to talk to the folks? Huh? Anyway, I figure let's do us some makeup, okay? My hair is driving me crazy. Oh my God, there's nothing in there, y'all. Oh, there we go. So anyway, this is my second video I started because I got him signed up for disability through his job, and they got that going. He already got paid today for it, so that means it's yeah, everything's being paid. And he's got everything set up for automatic pay, which that is a blessing, all except for the water bill. I take the water bill down. But anyway, y'all, let's get started. Which brush do I want? I think I want to use this brush today for my, oh, that is so soft. So let's, we got some YouTube eye primer. Temu eye primer. Y'all, it's getting there. It's about to right here now. But here it is. And this one, I think I have one from Perfusion open. Wants to try. So after this one runs out, I'll use those. Or that one. Before I use another one. And I got a scratch right here. Oh, I did my nails yesterday out of stress. Because it helps me to concentrate on something beside what is going on. But I learned that this process may take about 3 to 4 months. But y'all know what? That doesn't matter. What matters is that he is alive. And the doctor told Kimmy, I think he's gonna make it. And she said, he only says that when he knows for a fact they're gonna make it and he's gonna be all right. He said, you know, Miss Kimberly, I think he's gonna be all right. And she started crying, and he said, are you okay? And she told him, he's my best friend. His wife is my best friend. And he said, oh my God, Kim, well, you just got some good news, didn't you? And she said, yeah, I've got to call Kelly right away. So she called me and told me that, and I'm like, oh my God, Oh my God, that's when I really broke down because the stress had me in Kelly Crazy Land, and I just broke. At that moment, I broke all to crazy land. But anyway, and I'm gonna use this. This is Yabawalan Truth Love. It's called Fruit Punch from Temu. Excuse me. And here is its color story. I love these colors. Damn, I got the hiccups. The only thing I ate was a croissant this morning at like, I guess it was about 4:30 in the morning, but I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to go in for this color. Wait a minute. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to go in for this color right here for my upper eyelid and maybe just all over, okay? But Ruru's doing better, y'all. He was depressed, and I told him last night, I got some news about Daddy, and he looked at me and he sat down, and I said, Daddy is awake. And he looked up and then took off running, y'all. And you know how dogs butt like this. He sucked his butt in and started running around the house real fast. And I'm like, Ruru, Ruru. I said, come here. And he looked at me and ran real fast, and then he came to me. And I said, are you a happy boy? You know Daddy's okay at the vet? Yes, I said the vet. That's what I told him when they came and picked Daddy up. He's got to go to the vet. And Rue's like, oh, shit. Because Rue had a hell of a time with the vet. Okay. When I took him up there to get his shots, him and Mona, then I had to take Ruru back because he needed a different shot than Mona. And it cost me $2,800 for both of them. They ripped me off. But anyway, I need a brush cleaner, damn it. Anyway, I'm up here, y'all. I haven't washed my other one, so I figure I'll get a new one. These are from AOA, and I love these. But anyway, I took Rue up there to get his shot, and I said, he's going to freak out. And she said, no. I said, yes, you need to let me come back there with you, and I'll hold him and tell him, and then he'll be okay. And by this time, we had had him 3 years already. So he trusted us. It took a while for him to trust us. Oh. All right, Miss Mona. Hang on, y'all. Y'all hear Miss Mona back here? Hey, don't tease him. She's teasing Rue, or she's telling Rue, Rue, you want a snack? You want it? Okay. Rufus. Rooster.
You've got mail.
Rufus Wainwright. You want this? Here. No, this for Ruru. There you go. Get it, Ruru. Not you, Mona. Anyway. Oh, this is the dirty one. There's the dirty sponge. Anyway, I said, he's going to freak out if I'm not in there. And she said, well, we really can't allow you to come back here. I said, what? And then I said, just hurry up, do it. And then I hear Rue screaming, and I broke through them doors, y'all. And Rue never let anybody hold him at all. And then he was screaming, and I was freaking out and pissed off. And then I opened that door, and I heard him screaming. And I said, what the fuck are you doing to my dog? And then so they come running out because Ruru got out, and he looked at me, and I said, "Come here," and he jumped up in the air and went above me, and I had to catch him, and I said, "Oh my God, what were y'all doing to him?" And we were checking. I said, "No, no, I told you if I was back here." I said, "Did you give him the shot?" And she said, "No, we weren't able to." And I said, "Give him the shot now so I can get the fuck out of here." I never went back. And then she said, because Ruru stayed still. And she said, "Next time, we'll let you come in." And I said, "There ain't going to be no next time." And then they did a similar thing to Kimmy, because that was her vet at first. And I told her what happened to Ruru and how they charged us $2,800 for 2 shots for Mona and 3 shots for Ruru. And then an antibiotic shot for Mona because Mona tore her boobie off. She was scared, and that's how she reacts. Y'all, I did find these Huggies at the Dollar General for $2.50, and I can use these on my face for $2.50. And look how many come in it, and we've already used a lot of them. So I said, The only thing is I can't get them out without tearing them, because I don't know. I never leave it, anyway. So I have never gone back to that vet, and Kimmy had a similar experience.
You got mail.
And then I said, I'm gonna call and talk to him. And I said, "This is the second time that you have done this. I don't know if you don't like animals or something, but the way you're mistreating them." And I said, "I have the second person that will give me an affidavit as a witness on what you're doing." And I said, "And then you overcharging me in the way that you did, I found out you can't do that. That's illegal. It doesn't cost that much. You are ripping people off with what you're doing." I'm just dipping this on this little wet rag here. And because I want it to be a little darker right there. Okay. Let's wipe this off. Now I'm going to go into this lightest green. I used this color for all over. Then I went to this darkest color right here because that is the color of my outfit I'm going to wear today. And then now I'm going to go in with this color right here. I don't know if I have shimmer. I do. I do have shimmer. Okay. So I'm going to go into that color and just work it in right here. I think I need some setting spray to make it kind of wet, you know what I mean? So it sticks out more. So first I'm going to do the other eye so it looks the same. And I'm just going to work some of that in just on that edge of that line right there. And then I'm going to wet my brush. Okay. And my setting spray I'm using is from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go into that same color. And I have to leave this open so it dries, so it does not mildew. And I'll work that color into where it is on there. And here. I think I need this color right here, which is the shimmer for the color that I've already got on.
You've got mail.
the light one. Yeah, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I'm gonna kind of go up here. Oh, wrong one. And here. Okay. And I'm gonna go back into my darkest color and bring it out a tad bit. See that? Isn't that fucking gorgeous, y'all? Okay. Now I'm gonna go into that white looking color and the shimmery color. Okay, and I'm just gonna lightly bounce that here just a tiny bit to give it a little bit of a green hue and a white hue. See what that did? Okay. Yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, then I'm gonna have to wash that brush. Y'all, this is Temu. I think I paid $2 something for this, because on my little palettes I wouldn't pay over $2.50 because I'm cheap. And they're little palettes, and then they come and look like this, and I'm like, holy shit! So I got some more, but I have them, my little bitty ones, and these size up here. Okay, all these different ones up here. And then, oh, I didn't show y'all this, did I? Oh, shit. I went and got this cabinet. It's 4 big, huge drawers. So I got this stuff with my eyeliners and here, and I can just pull this out and find what I want. Okay, and then my brow stuff and my extra stuff. And it locks. Y'all, I paid $11 for this. And this is my perfusion. Some of it, the other is down in that bottom drawer right there. But then I got this is my palettes. My big palettes. And they fit in there. And this one has my lipsticks. And the back, important paper stuff. But yeah, I said, ooh, I need that for makeup. And I put all the stickers on it too, y'all. Yes, I showed it. Get that off there on my eyelid. Okay. Oh, it's on there too. And I don't want that color right there on the bottom. Just on the top. Okay. Now. Oh, y'all, I did my nails. I kind of tore that one up. Oops. I was going to wear this, but I got my hair up. We still can because it's the Christmas season, okay? Dollar Tree. Okay. I'm going to try to cover that scratch up. I must have done, y'all. This is from, it's Skin Silk from Makeup Revolution. It's under eye brightening concealer, but I use it as a concealer to cover stuff like that and this. And I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, okay? Before we do anything with it. Oh, I need to wash this brush, so we will put you here, okay? Okay. Already got, I told you I did 2, this was the second video because I got interrupted when they called me about Honey Bunny. So, yeah. And she's very nice. She listens, y'all. I'm just going to pat this in the bags. Hey, pretty good stuff. I know I have bags. Just gonna pat this in with my finger. Okay. And I'm gonna use this again, okay? Oh shit, there's no room in that drawer. Okay, we'll figure that shit out later, okay? Anyway, I'm going in with my W7 foundation. This is a W7 Lumina. No more, boo-boo. And then they put their name on top. Ma'am, that's enough. I want you to go lay down because Mama's doing a video and you're being a heifer. Let me spray my sponge. What's that? I don't know what that was. But, I tore my kitchen up a couple of days ago and redid it. I can't help it, y'all. Then I went and, because I had to get some, bell peppers, some stuff for me to eat, and I didn't want to bother anybody to come take me to the fucking grocery store. So, and the, grocery store is like 3 blocks from me. So I took my tranquilizers, not my tranquilizers, they're my anxiety medication. And she said if I need to take it more than once today, go ahead, because she understands what I'm going through and she doesn't want me to have a mental breakdown. That's why they won't let me drive. But anyway, so I went and got it, and then I seen a shower curtain up there in the clearance section, and it's white with black design in it, like, you know, it's just like that. And so I said, ooh, my rugs are black in both bathrooms, and I like this. And our bathroom is a shower, and it has a shower door. But the guest bathroom, which I call Honey Bunny's bathroom, because I keep mouthwash in there for him, and his soap that he likes, and then towels and all kinds of stuff in there for him, and one of his extra electric shavers I keep in there, and because I keep the other one in the bathroom, our bathroom. But anyway, y'all, isn't this pretty? Oh, I just love it. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about. Y'all, my nose hurts right here because I cry so much. And then when I called Kimmy yesterday, she broke down too. Y'all, and she had a little tiff with one of them nurses. And she said, and another nurse said, if she comes in this unit, I'll go quit. And he's been there a long time, so. And then Kim said, I don't want her on my best friend. I don't want her near my best friend. She's not a good nurse. She doesn't do her job the way she's supposed to. And I don't want her around my best friend. And I will call the head of the hospital and let them know what's going on with her and who is allowing it to happen. And somebody's going to get in trouble. Because this is my friend. I will go somewhere else to work. This is my friend, and if she goes around him, so help y'all God. Y'all, they didn't put her in there. They're not going to allow her to go in there. Kim told her, if they're slow and they need help, you send me. And she started crying to the doctor. I don't want her near my best friend. And so she's not allowed to go near him, y'all, because Kim, she was threatening them. And they know what a good nurse she is. So they said, don't let her near him. Do not even let her on this floor. Where is my bronzer brush? Oh, he's hiding. I like this one. This is new from the Dollar Tree. Y'all look at the little pink case. And look at that color. Y'all know I love red, brown. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's just draw us a line right here and then work that line. Whoa. That is very pigmented. And then I'm going to get my other brush here. This kind of oblong one. And kind of work that in. That is pretty color. First one I kind of put too much, but that's okay. I'll work this in. And I think I'm going to have to go back over it down here because I got kind of carried away with the... Just right there. There we go. That is so pretty.
You got mail.
Y'all, I have his phone too, so... And that means, those mail ones means that he's got a report from the doctor, but Kimmy keeps an eye on that for me because she understands it and I don't. And she can see the x-rays and all that kind of stuff. And y'all, his lungs look good. His pancreatitis is getting better. And he just got pancreatitis, barely had pancreatitis, just barely. They caught it in time. She said she had another one that he had pancreatitis, and it rotten some of his pancreas and killed it. So now he can't eat for a while to let it heal and do what it needs to do for his pancreas. And I was like, oh my God. And she said, honey bunny was so lucky, Kelly. Listen. I said, what? Why? And she told me that. And then she told me about her other patient that hopefully his wife is up there and I can talk to her today. Because she is going through the same thing that I did. And she watched her husband. But her husband had to be put on the ECMO machine. I think I told y'all what that was, where they take all their blood out, clean it, and put it back in his body. And it's like a lung on the outside of his body's breathing for him too. Instead of him breathing, it's his lungs breathing. It's a fake lung on the outside of his body. Honey Bunny doesn't have to do that so far, and the doctor said he don't think he will have to. So I was like, oh my God, Kim, oh my God. She said, I said, Kimmy, I told you he was tough, he will get through this. She said, girl, he's amazing a few people of how strong and stubborn he is. I said, you know him, he's tough, Kim, he's tough. And she said, I think he's going to make it, Kelly, I think he's going to make it. No, I said, no, don't say that. I know he is going to make it. I want to use this. This is from NYX. And I want to put some of this brown over top of this one. Ooh, maybe a little too much. Damn it. I'd have to take this brush again. Because we made it too brown now. Shit. Okay, I think I can tame it down with my sponge. Okay. I just barely touched that
You
mix,
got
y'all.
mail.
Barely. Okay, let's go with this one just a little bit. I ain't dipping back into it. Whew. Maybe I should put some more of this on my sponge, because that's a little too, oh no, it's a little too loud for me. I'll put this on my arm and then kind of go over it just a little bit so it's not so harsh. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that made that luminous too, huh? Oh, we like that. Oh yeah, that looks good. Shit. It's making my bronzer section glow up. Let me put this on my hand. There we go. I love this Lumina, damn it, W7 foundation, skin tint, whatever you want to call it. I love it. It's awesome. It's making my bronzer shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash the sponge off. Oh, my brushes are on the floor. What the hell happened here? Now what happened to my sponge that was up here? There it is. I'm just gonna put them over here and put them in this container that I have. Put this right here and that right there. Okay. Okay, y'all. That's pretty. I like it. That's gorgeous. It's a little redder over on this side. Okay. Now, this is from Temu, and it's called Art Value. And here's what it looks like. I'm going to use this darkest color right here. And just put it on my edge of my cheek just a little bit. Because we got the other one going on. And then I'm going to go into this lightest color. I forgot to get a, oh, no, I didn't. I got it right here in front of me. And I'm going to put that just on the ball of my cheek right there. And I'm going to go around with the rest that's on it and get where I got bronzer at. Y'all, I forgot to do my T-zone. So yeah, let's do our T-zone, damn it. I can't believe I forgot my T-zone. This is a metal doe foot. I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I mean? We're going to use our sponge and work that in. Let me spray this in because I'm going to use this in now. Just spray some setting spray on it and then work it in. There's my T-zone. Now we're going to go back in with my bronzer brush and just kind of fix this right here. And then go back in with my blush brush. What did I do with it right here? Because I can see the darker blush over here, but I don't really see the light one anymore. Right there. And there. And then our bronzer, put my bronzer back on my nose.
You've got mail.
This thing smells good, y'all. Bronzer, blush. My lips are so dry now. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this blush. Nope. Blush, yes. Back. I'm gonna do me some damn it. No. What the hell is it? Oh, this is the drawer. Damn it. Some highlighter. Oh, that's my thing making all that noise. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull this one out, y'all. I think I'm gonna use that blue one. Yeah. It might help set off my eyes a little bit. Wow. And I've got this up here. Now I'm going to put it down here. And then right here. That is pretty, y'all. Look at this. It's from Temu, and it is a purple highlighter palette. And look at them colors. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this. It's even got a brown, a yellow, a pink, a blue, a white, a pink, white, brownish color. Let me see. Y'all, ooh. Y'all know me. I may take this blue and put it
You've got mail.
right here. Over top of the green. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's incredible. I love this shit, y'all. I mean, I just love it. Oops, I got some down there, but we'll just wipe that off, okay? Now I'm gonna get a little bitty brush. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, there you are. Put in. And I'm gonna do some blue in the corner of my eyelid. Right here, if I can see. Oh, sheesh. Sheesh, y'all, look at that. I need a little bit more right there, though. Yeah, that's it. Look at that, y'all. Oh, my gosh. Wow. I forgot how intense this highlighter palette was. And I was playing with my makeup again. Moving it again. And I seen this palette and did all the colors on my hand. And I was like, oh my God. Why haven't I been using this? Let me wipe the makeup off my hand. I don't even know what time it is, y'all. Let me check. Because Kimmy be here about... Oh, it's only 9 o'clock.
Payments. A formal
It's 10 o'clock.
Foreclosure warning. They were
Because I'm still in my pajamas, but I wanted to get this. I wanted to do makeup and talk about Honey Bunny. I'm not doing the makeup for Honey Bunny. I'm doing it to talk to y'all about Honey Bunny and how he's doing and how I am doing and coming out of freaking out and shit. Laying in the bed for too damn long.
I called Mom. No please. No pretending. I saw Lila's post.
I'm trying to find...
What are you doing to her?
There it is.
Diane
This
sighed
one?
the kind of sigh meant to guilt trip me. She said Lila deserved a
No,
fresh
it's
start,
two.
that I already had my own life, that I didn't need anything from them anyway. It was the same logic they'd fed me since I was old enough to understand whoever can
Let's
stand
see
on
what
their
this
own
one looks
doesn't get
like.
anything. And whoever they deemed fragile got everything, even if it hurt them. I knew then that silence would turn me into an accomplice, so I started printing everything, the notices, the statements, every document I could find. I put them in a folder the same way someone prepares evidence for court. I didn't know what I was going to do with it yet, but I knew this much: whatever my parents were planning, I wasn't letting them push Lila or me into a hole they dug themselves. For the first time in my life, I accepted that being quiet only made room for someone else to get hurt. And if I kept pretending not to see it, the next person to sink would be the sister who'd never once been taught to question them. 3
This
weeks
is
before Thanksgiving, I
DNM
drove
Beauty
back to Tacoma with the folder in my bag,
from
the one
T-May.
packed with every truth my parents had hoped I
it's-
wouldn't find.
It twists up, but I haven't ever had to twist it up because, I mean, it's thick, but y'all look at that. It is intense. And y'all know I like me some intense. So we're going to use, let me find it. No. No. Yes. I think I'm going to use the It Cosmetics. Is Superhero.
And you cannot access to it because you were born somewhere different.
Children are
Damn
children.
it.
Cancer is cancer.
I can't tell if it's doing it or not. I'm fucking blind, y'all. I can't see nothing.
It can be done. It is possible because you're there for us.
You can help St. Jude save lives. Please go online right now to help.
Y'all, I love this mascara.
And we're all
Look at
bound
that.
by a common goal to help save children, and what can be more pure than that?
As
I love it.
I feel passionate about sharing data so that in the future we can make the next patient suffer less and get better treatment across the world.
St. Jude was founded in the 1960s with the goal that no child should die in the dawn of life, and that means no child, period, anywhere.
You can help St. Jude save lives everywhere. Please go online right now and become a St. Jude Partner in Hope for only $19 a month.
I wished I could, but
All of us together.
Together.
Together, we have an opportunity to make a difference. And on the
let me see who this was.
You can help support the mission of St. Jude. Finding cures, saving children.
What if you could close projects faster and win back?
Thank you for calling the Center for Tax Help and Resolution.
Ideal House.
We're currently
The AI
experiencing a
platform built for architects and interior designers. Stuck redrawing floor plans for days? Client edits forcing you to start all over?
Okay.
Ideal House generates unlimited variations in seconds. Optimize flow and light instantly. Show
I
high
checked
res,
Honey Bunny's
low
phone
light,
who was
stop
calling
juggling
because
CAD, rendering software, mood boards,
I need to
and
call
offset.
his
It's time to stop
boss
the
and
chaos.
let him know
Your
how
house
he's
does it all.
doing.
Now everything lives on one platform. Generate aesthetics from text prompts. Experiment with perfect color palettes.
You've got
Swap out
mail.
textures and materials. And visualize furniture in real
You've
New
got
voice-
mail.
Get AI-powered
New
cost estimates and
voicemail.
material recommendations without leaving
You've
your
got mail.
Oh my God, that's gonna keep going on until I
Tired of clients staring blankly at your
do
plans?
it.
The back and forth is exhausting. Bring designs to life with
Please
photorealistic
enter your
images.
PIN.
Suddenly they understand, and your business grows. See exactly how it works. Watch this. Upload
First
your floor plan.
skipped message. Hi, Talia
Instantly,
Rivera on
Ideal
Thursday the
House
4th,
creates
calling
smart
from the
layouts
Claims
with
Review
perfect
Office
flow
at the
and lighting.
Mediation and Relief Coordination Center.
Want to explore?
I'm reaching out because your
Generate
file
and
still
compare
shows
dozens of
pending
designs
items that may lead to
simultaneously.
increased charges
Perform
or
one-click
collection
material
action.
swaps.
While the
Unless your
extension
AI
period is
finds
still
furniture
active
that
today,
goes with style,
several
counter prices
Oh
are
my
low.
God,
You even get full cost breakdown.
people are so
Now
fake,
seamlessly across all devices.
so crooked.
Ready to
Always
transform your
like, you know,
Ideal.house now and replay
I'm on Medicare, Medicaid, okay, and Medicaid does not call you on the phone, okay? They have to send
I didn't warn them.
a letter out
I wanted to see their
to talk to
reactions
you,
raw without
okay?
rehearsed
And then you have
excuses
to
or
call
conventional
them.
lies. When I walked
But
into the
all
house,
these
Harold and
people
Diane
calling you
froze
and
like
say,
they had been caught
this is
mid-conversation.
from Medicare, Medicaid, and
Their
I
smiles
say,
appeared a second too late.
bullshit.
They're welcome.
Medicare
You've got
and
mail.
Medicaid do
You've
not
got mail.
call you.
I
What
sat
the
down in the living room
fuck?
and didn't waste a second.
They do not call you. That's illegal, so bitch, you're illegal. Why are you calling me and I'm
Exchanged
reporting
glance,
your
the
number?
kind that said more than
Click.
words. Then came the excuses. System glitches, banking errors, miscommunication, temporary setbacks. They tried to soften the tone, leaning on sentimentality and guilt like they always did. They said things like,
Y'all look at
families
this.
help
Isn't
each
it
other,
pretty?
this is just a rough patch. But none of it matched the documents in my bag. When Harold insisted it was just a small amount, I reached down, placed the folder on the coffee table, and slid it toward them. I already know, I said quietly. Stop pretending. Diane's eyes filled with tears almost instantly. Harold clenched his jaw, blaming stress, blaming the economy, blaming anything but themselves.
Wow.
And then in the middle of the chaos, another truth slipped out, one I hadn't known. They admitted they had taken a second loan the previous year to help Lila with wedding preparations. They said it like it was noble, like sacrificing the entire house for a centerpiece arrangement was an act of parental love. It hit me then this wasn't new behavior. They had always structured their lives around what Lila needed, or what they
I
thought
don't know
she
what
needed,
this.
and I had been the one expected to absorb the fallout.
A blood test.
I told them they had to tell her the truth. They refused immediately, saying she was too fragile, that she couldn't handle it, that it would destroy her. My patience snapped. You mean it would destroy your image, I said. You're not protecting her. You're setting her up. Diane's voice cracked when she slipped and said, she's so excited about finally having a place of her own. That was all I needed to confirm the fear that had been growing in me. They'd been planning to hand Lila the house long before I refused to sign anything. I left the house and texted Lila to meet me at a cafe nearby. She came in
Now I'm
smiling,
gonna get a lip
oblivious, greeting me like
sip, but
everything
first
was
I
normal.
want to
When I
spray
asked her what
this.
she knew about the house, she shrugged and said Mom told her things were handled. She talked about paint colors and where she and Brent might put their wedding gifts. She was so sure, so trusting, so unprepared for what was really happening.
I like it. It
When I
looks
asked
good.
if she
Get a
knew anything
lipstick.
about the debt, she frowned. Why do you always assume the worst, Kai? You never think about anyone but yourself.
Let me see this.
That sentence lodged itself in me like a splinter. It wasn't anger, it was conviction.
This is from
She genuinely
both of
believed
these from
she didn't know she was being lied to.
the Dollar
She didn't know
Tree.
She was being positioned as the next fallback plan.
So, yeah. So
On the drive back to Portland, the rain beat against the windshield.
let's look
and
at these. These are like
relentless sheets, and I kept
lip
replaying her
stains.
words. If my parents
I
were
think
determined
they
to turn
are
lies into reality, then the only
matte.
thing left for me to do was bring that reality into the light. I whispered to myself, almost like a promise. If they want to turn the truth into
they
a lie, then I'll turn
snap
their
in
lies
like,
into the
listen.
truth. And for the first time, I knew exactly what I needed
Isn't that
to do at
cool?
Thanksgiving.
It holds.
By the
I mean,
time 2 more
y'all,
weeks
this is
passed, I realized I was no
$1.25,
longer reacting to what my
and they're
parents did.
better
I was tracking them. Every
equipped
move they
than
made, every phone call, every post Lila uploaded
the high
felt
end.
like another piece of a puzzle I'd been forced to solve alone. I spent an afternoon in my attorney's office in Portland, the documents spread across her desk like a map of a collapsing world. She pointed out each overdue payment, each penalty, each rising interest rate. The numbers weren't just bad, they were catastrophic. She explained legal terms I had never bothered to learn before: liens, default notices, statutory warnings. For the first time I understood how far this had gone and how tightly the trap had been designed to close around me. When my parents realized I was digging deeper, the backlash came fast. Harold called, voice raised from the first second, accusing me of invading their privacy, telling me I had no right to pry into family business.
Yeah, I like
Diane
it.
followed with her own call, softer but heavier, insisting I was stressing them out, making things worse, pushing.
Instead of a clunky URL, I can create a brand new page shortening with a custom
Now let's get some
domain
lip
with
plumper.
professional built trust and
Stand
a
up, Santa.
rates. But here's what
This is the
comes
only
with
Christmas thing I have out.
the analytics dashboard.
And actually, it's
Where
Mona's.
my clicks are coming from, whether it's
She's seen it.
my newsletter or YouTube.
Well, I took it out of the bag, and she ran over and snatched it and said, excuse me, but this is mine now. This is honey milk.
Bitly also lets me generate brand
But I also have all these colors. Ooh, look at that color. And they're all, you know. But I like the color I've got on right now, so I'm just looking for a gloss. But this is a lip plumper from Temu. I think I'm going to use this one because it's a lip plumper. I'm just going to put it on my finger.
You've got mail.
My energy and budget on what's actually working. If you're ready to stop guessing and start growing, check out Bitly using the link in my description or scan the Bitly QR code on the screen. Thank you so much to Bitly for sponsoring today's episode. Go check it out. They're absolutely amazing and so essential for content creators. And let's clock in and go to work together tonight.
What do you think? These are my plumpers and
Pushing the family toward chaos.
glosses.
They tried guilt first, then
But-
anger, then silence. And when
Yeah,
none of that
y'all,
worked,
this is
they tried
it.
telling me to stop. Not ask, not discuss, stop. Immediately. Their tone only confirmed what I already suspected: there was more hidden beneath the surface. So I drove to Tacoma again, this time straight to the county recorder's office. The clerk didn't even look surprised when I asked for the property file. She handed me a stack so thick it felt like holding a decade. In that pile I found proof I had never expected to see. A second loan signed with only my father's signature. A final warning from the bank that the house was entering the last stage before foreclosure. The kind of documents a person hides when they're out of options. One particular form made me pause. Diane's signature looked wrong. Too sharp at the edges, too rushed in the strokes. I compared it to other documents where she had signed in front of me years ago. It didn't match. The realization washed over me slowly but unmistakably: someone had signed for her. Whether my father forged it or pressured someone else to sign the result was the same: they were crossing legal boundaries. On my drive
Okay,
home, I
y'all.
pulled up Instagram, hoping
This
for
is the
anything that would
look.
distract me. Instead, I saw Lila again, standing on the
It puts
porch
my
with a
eyes
smile
up.
captioned with,
See?
"Can't believe how lucky I am." Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Awesome.
The comments were full of hearts, congratulations, and joy.
So that's it,
Everyone
y'all.
was
I
celebrating
need
the
to get
victory she
ready,
knew was built
and
entirely on unpaid
maybe I'll
bills and
come back on
deception.
here and show you what I'm wearing.
Being
Ah.
there was like watching her walk straight into a burning building while believing she was
But
stepping
yeah.
into a warm home.
So anyway,
2
I'm going
days
to get
later,
off
I ran into
here.
Brent at a shopping
I
center in
appreciate your
Tacoma. He
prayers
smiled, shook my hand, and
and
asked casually,
all your
"Hey Kai, I think
thoughts
that house is a good investment.
to keep me
Your parents
going.
told us it's
I
paid
am
off.
truly
I
blessed
guess we'll be
with
living
you
there after
all.
the wedding." My
You
heart
are
went.
my YouTube
They weren't just
family,
lying to Lila, they were lying
and
to
I
me,
love
lying to
you
me, tying him into their illusions.
because your
I forced my voice
prayers
to stay even as I
worked.
asked how much he knew.
Okay?
He talked about future plans, new
They're
furniture,
waking him
weekends
up
in the yard.
little by
None of it
little.
belonged to reality.
He's still going to be in
After that
cardiac
conversation,
and
I drove
ICU
straight
for a
home, pulled out all
while.
the documents and
The
began
next
sorting them
step
into labeled
is a
sections.
tracheotomy.
Mortgage 1, mortgage 2,
Um,
You've got
late
mail.
fees, warnings, questionable
and
signatures. I stacked everything
And then
neatly
after a little bit after they check,
chronologically,
make sure
I
he's
wasn't
still
collecting
breathing and
information
can
anymore.
accept stuff
preparing for
through his
something.
tracheotomy like his
Preparing for a moment
oxygen.
I knew was coming.
Then they will move
As I
him to
placed the
Kimmy's
last page into
area.
the folder, I whispered to myself,
And I'll keep y'all
"If
updated.
they want
I'll come back
Thanksgiving
on
to be a
here after I
celebration
see
for
him.
her, then it'll
I may
also
be a
the
little
day
bit of a
Trish
mess because I
finally
haven't
speaks.
seen him
The
in,
path was set, and for the first
I think, a
time
week.
I wasn't afraid of where it led.
yeah, well, not
3 days
quite a
before
week.
Thanksgiving, I
Last
drove to
time I went
Tacoma
to
one
see
more
him
time,
was not
knowing
this.
visit wouldn't be
Yes,
like
it's
the
been a
others.
week
The house looked normal
It's been a
from
week.
the outside, but once I stepped in,
because
the air
I
felt
had
like a pressure chamber.
rides, but they fell
My
through.
parents greeted me with forced calm, their smiles stretched thin, the type of
And
expressions
then
people wear when
Kimmy
they're
said, "When was the
pretending
last
ground
time you
beneath them
seen him?"
isn't
And I
cracking.
told her, and she said,
The
"No,
living room was
we're
tidy in a
going
way that felt
either
staged, as if they
tomorrow,
wanted me
which
to
was
believe everything
Tuesday,
was under control.
or Thursday.
Harold went
I mean,
first.
which was
He sat across
Wednesday,
from me and leaned
or
forward,
Thursday."
speaking in a low, warning tone.
And I said,
He
"Well,
said, "I
they're
didn't
just now
understand what
waking him
exposing
up,
them would
so
do.
he's not. They
That
said he's
revealing
not really
anything
going to
would
be,
ruin the family, embarrass them,
you know, knowing
destroy their
anything.
reputation." Diane stepped in with
Not
tears,
even where
saying
he
the family
is,
should
and they
protect
proved
each other,
he
that I was
proved
being
them
cruel,
wrong
that I
because
was
he
choosing
was
pride
pissed.
over unity.
He wanted that
But
shit
something
out of his
changed for
body,
me. Their words didn't cut the way they once did.
but
I listened, but
he'll
the
die
emotional
if they
hooks
take it
used
out,
for
so,
years no longer had places
anyway.
to land. In the middle of this, I noticed
He can't
movement
take it
behind
out.
the hallway wall. A shadow. A breath caught. Lila. She had been listening. When she stepped out, her face was pale, her eyes wide, and the first thing she said was, "Kai, what are you planning to do?" Before I could answer, Harold cut in sharply, telling her this wasn't her business. Diane echoed him, telling her not to worry, that everything was fine.
Okay, so anyway, y'all, I'm going to say bye for now. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like my channel, and share my channel. I love you all, and thank you. Hugs from me to each and every one of
I
you.
didn't tell her everything, but
Bye
I
for
told her
now.
enough for her to understand that